Welcome to Nice Finance, and hopefully we can encourage each other to hang in there. If you haven't done so already, please consider liking the video, sharing the video, and also subscribing to this channel for more videos like this.
Inflation's at 9.1% and you're only getting a 5% raise. What you've really had is a 4% pay cut, and that's not a strong labor market.
Correct. If inflation was 9%, workers would be getting 12% pay raises. They would be ahead of inflation. The fact that they're accepting raises that are much smaller than inflation shows that this is a weak labor market. Workers have no power. They are forced to accept lower wages because the labor market is so weak.
Okay, at first, everybody was like, oh, I'm voting for him because of the economy. World-renowned economists have come and debunked whatever y'all think he will do for the economy. And then let's get back into the stimulus checks. Babes, stimulus checks are meant to stimulate the economy. We were in a global pandemic. That is not normal. That is not normal. Gas prices were low because we were in a global pandemic. Grocery prices were low because we were in a global pandemic. No country around the world has recovered from that pandemic. We're all struggling, I promise. Here in the U.S., we are still under Trump's tax policy until 2025. I wonder why, Kawinky Dinky. Tax relief for the normal person was temporary. Tax relief for corporations were permanent. Read these policies.
Have you noticed that the gas prices are way down? Have you noticed that the inflation is also way down? And the stock market is like going cuckoo right now. Have you also noticed that the unemployment rate is way down and consumer spending is like revving back up? Dang. I guess this Joe Biden and Kamala Harris economy sucks. Pounds.
This is why Donald Trump would be the worst candidate for our economy. Look up here. You'll see that yesterday Donald Trump proposed ending all federal income taxes. It's important to note that about 58% of our federal revenues come from individual income taxes. This also comes on the heels of where he wants to implement 100, 200, 500, or 2,000% tariffs on all imported goods. So what you would see is inflation skyrocket like never before. But don't take my word. Take the Tax Foundation's word. They're saying that the Trump's tariff plan would cost the U.S. 1.4 million jobs. Guys, it's undeniable. If you look at what Trump's economic plan is, it would absolutely send us into an economic spiral 10 times greater than the Great Depression. And if that's not enough for you, here's the fiscal impact of the Harris and Trump campaign plans. You can see where Kamala Harris on the low end would be a net neutral for the deficit. But if you look at Donald Trump's plan on the high end, you're looking at $15.15 trillion. And even on the low end, it's $1.5 trillion increase to our deficit. It's a very clear option here. Donald Trump is not the economic president.
Can somebody please explain to me how people are claiming the economy is their number one issue and that's why they're choosing Trump, and the only policy he has talked about is one that will raise inflation and raise grocery store prices, raise the price of everything, which is tariffs. He's literally offered nothing else besides, I'll fix it, and tariffs. That's all he's talked about. Like, it blows my mind that people are like, that's my guy, it's going to fix the economy. And then he's telling you he's going to raise prices 10, 15, 20% without doing anything. There's no plan to improve the manufacturing infrastructure in the country, to bring jobs here. There's no plan there, just tariffs. I'm going to make them pay. No, you're going to pay. He's going to make you pay. Like, how are people convinced that this is their guy when literally the only thing he's offered is the opposite of a solution? Like, how? I don't understand. Tariffs will raise prices on everything. He will not solve your grocery store issue. If that's your reason for voting for him, you are wrong. And this is not just my opinion. Every economist has come out. Nobel laureate economists have come out and said this. This is not just me listening to the, mainstream media, or like I need to do my research. Like, people who have done their research are saying this. Please come in my comments and tell me how wrong I am so you can look like a fool.
When did we stop listening to the experts in this country? Yesterday, 23 Nobel Prize economists said that Harris's economic plan is far superior to Trump's economic plan. Far superior. Now, these are like the top of the top for the economists. Okay, let me tell you, if my car breaks down right now, I'm not calling up my hairdresser and asking her what I should do. I'm calling a mechanic. And if I could get the best of the best mechanics, you better bet that I'm doing that. I mean, come on, people.
Well, it looks like the Biden-Harris team, they're wiping out another small business. Unfortunately, it's going to be my small business. So I own a food truck, King Fries, and I've been doing it for a little over 4 years now. I absolutely love cooking. Like, that is my passion, cooking. But now it's just not worth staying open. The food prices are so bad. And honestly, this goes out to all politicians, whoever you are. You should be ashamed of yourselves for allowing food to get this expensive. It is absolutely disgusting y'all have allowed this to happen. Just turn a blind eye. And this is on both sides. It's not just Democrats. It's the Republicans too. Y'all have no business to let food get this expensive. And here's the thing. So, the whole inflation, most of this inflation, it didn't have to happen like this. And everybody knows it didn't. It was pure greed, the way inflation got. And you know how I know? So the whole 4 years I've been in business, the most I've raised my prices? $1, $2. That's it. Even this year, I didn't raise my prices. I'm like, there's no need. And they're like, well, you got to make a profit. But see, I'm the person that I'm not worried about this huge profit margin. I want people to come get affordable, cooked from scratch, good Southern cooking. That's what I wanted. And I can't really deliver that anymore because food has become too high. And I have to make a profit to keep open, to stay open. But it's just not profitable at all. And here's the thing, when Trump was in office, man, I was making so much money. My stock portfolio was beautiful. It was beautiful, but it's all gone now. Just trying to keep the business alive, keep it afloat. And I don't like talking about like helping people. I just help people. I don't like tell anybody. I don't like bragging about it or nothing like that. It just, I don't know. It's just unnerving when I have to talk about, oh yeah, I helped this and this. But there, even for a while, so I would have people like message me for a family in need. I'd buy groceries for them for the week. Some people just struggle, and I'm always big about giving back to the community. It's like, y'all are helping me out, so I'm supposed to help the community out as well. And I enjoy doing that. Of course, I can't do that anymore. Food costs too much. Like I said, I'm gonna have to close my business just because things are just outrageous now. I don't know. I might eventually. We got to see who's going to win the presidency. I may go back and try to reopen again. I don't know. But yeah, at this point, these politicians, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. You really should. We got to do better than this. Out of all the things that are out there, food should always be affordable. Always. Nothing more. If you can't do anything else, make sure the food's cheap for everybody. We need to eat. All right.
Guys, I don't know about you, but reality is starting to hit, and this election's getting closer and closer. My anxiety is going through the roof. Like, I'm starting to get angry, scared, a little more hateful. I'm worried and sad because half this country is so stupid to re-elect a convicted felon as president. It absolutely makes no sense. And it makes me wonder, did they all drink the same water, lead, when they were growing up, and that one generation is just so brainwashed? It scares me how badly they want to go back to the 1700s. Yeah, Kamala's doing great, okay? The momentum, the money, the movement she's having, just like Trump in 16 and Obama in 08. But reality is starting to sink in, and the question is actually, like, what if? What if he actually wins? And I am absolutely terrified. And I can tell I am, because it's starting to affect my moods, my sleep, because it's getting closer, and I just don't know. I really hope America's not stupid to elect Trump again.
Oh, another thing to watch out for now that Brics is on the rise, watch for US propaganda. Watch them try to say that it's anti-West, or they're trying to destroy this, or try to even convince the average American that the reason that they're poor, the reason that they're almost homeless is because of Brics, is because of Russia, it's because of all these countries. Just wait for it. Mark my words, that'll be the next propaganda campaign. Because they already spent $1.6 billion on anti-China propaganda, but the next, wave you're going to see is people blaming Brics for their own poverty that America, the government, has caused towards their own people.
Showcased in those videos, we are facing a time that we've never seen before in this country. We are all in this together, and we definitely should prepare and get ourselves ready, because it could definitely get worse before it gets better.